Hello men, hope you're having a wonderful day. In today's video, I'll be talking about a compound called RU58841. I know it's a mouthful, but this is something I recently experimented or discovered that could play a major role in helping with hair loss and overall becoming the best man possible. So if you're new to this channel, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. If you're returning, make sure to hit that like button and make sure to check out my free private Facebook group. I'll be in there answering all your questions and supporting you along the way to mastery. But let's get straight into this video. So first, I want to talk about why I even started researching this and why I got into this. Well, it actually started with me losing my hair and part of my hair loss journey. So I started noticing I was receding a little bit back in about 2 or 3 years ago. It was pretty minor, but once I started seeing that, it made me more curious just about hair health, scalp health, and just really overcoming my insecurity with losing my hair. And I've made many other videos on why every man should embrace baldness and how to go about it. But at the same time, I do think if there's ways that we can prevent hair loss in a good and effective and natural way, then why not? And as I started exploring and experimenting in the hair loss journey, or just the industry, I found there was so much noise out there. There were things that you couldn't even tell if they worked, or if they did work, they had a lot of side effects, were so expensive. And it was kind of frustrating. And actually recently, I actually tried an experiment that actually made my hair have a lot of thinning, which I'll show you right now that I actually used minoxidil and I didn't like it I used it for like a couple, maybe 10 days, and I didn't like it for many reasons. And because I stopped too early, I had a massive shedding, and all it did was make me lose my hair faster, which I've learned that is not the best way to go about it. But anyways, I just was more researching and I came across this compound, and it was really fascinating about what it can do for the hair, how safe and effective it is. And it's kind of crazy that this compound is not talked about enough. And even just when it comes to men's hair loss, I don't think there's enough good information out there. And I wish this was things that we were taught in like middle school or like high school, like how to keep your hair and to have good hair. So now I found this compound. I think it's really wonderful. I'm really excited to get more into and do more experiments, but so far I've been liking it. And I want to share more about this compound, what it is, how to use it, and just give you more insights on this. So first, I want to start just with a quick snippet on Hair Loss 101. Now I'll give you a quick background on Hair Loss 101. And this is something that I didn't fully understand until I did more research, but this is a very simplified down version. On one side, we have hair regrowth. On the other side, we have preventing hair loss. So our main goal is to do both of these, because let's say we're only focusing on the hair regrowth, which is great, but if we're losing hair too fast and not allow our new hairs to regrow, then we're not really helping the situation. And the same thing, if all you're doing is preventing hair loss, but you're not growing back new hairs, then you're kind of out of luck. The same thing. So it's important when you're looking about growing back your hair, you're focusing both on preventing hair loss and at the same time growing back hair. So first, what is RU58841? So this was made by some French guy back in the day, I think like 20, 30 years ago. I'm not for sure the exact date it was made, but pretty much this is an anti-androgen receptor compound. Pretty much it prevents DHT from reaching the scalp, and DHT plays a major role in damaging hair follicles and is one of the main reasons why men start losing their hair. So how it actually works is that since this blocks DHT on the scalp, the DHT cannot reach the hair follicles, meaning that it cannot damage the hair follicles, allowing you to keep your hair and preventing hair loss. So now how to actually use RU58841. So this is a topical solution, and it's best starting around 50 milligrams as a dose, but you can buy these in like a bottle where it comes a little bit dropper. And all you do is that you put the dropper on your scalp and you rub it in. And the best time to use this is actually 10 to 15 minutes after a shower, because you don't want to do it, when you have your naturally oily hair, because it'll prevent the absorption. So after a shower, your hair is clean, then you can put the compound in. So now where to buy this, and I did some research and it seemed so far the best place is a company called Chemio, CHEMYO. This is not an affiliate, not a plugin, but it just seems to be the most reliable source to get a trustworthy compound like this. And now I want to compare this to finasteride, which is probably one of the more important parts of this video. So finasteride blocks DHT throughout your entire body, which it does a great job of helping stopping hair loss, but at the same time, it blocks DHT everywhere, which that can change your overall entire DHT levels and also really change your hormone profile, leading to some nasty side effects. Not for everybody, but there are some people who do have some pretty nasty side effects, such as low libido, they can't get erectile dysfunction, low testosterone. So the reason this is so much better than finasteride, in my opinion, is that this does not block your total body DHT. It just blocks the DHT of where we want it, which is on our scalp. And as well, it does not interfere with your hormones or your total body DHT level, leading to a much higher safety profile. And of course, there could be some side effects because this will be still blocking the DHT on your scalp. However, though, if you compare it to finasteride versus this, finasteride blocks 10 times more DHT full body than the RU58841 just blocks it on the scalp, which again, that is just the only spot we actually want to block it because we're trying to keep our hair. Now I want to compare RU58841 versus minoxidil or minoxidil, however you say it, but pretty much RU58841 blocks the DHT, allowing to prevent hair loss. Minoxidil does not block DHT, it just helps with hair growth. So together, they could be a beneficial thing because one side, the RU58841, is helping with preventing hair loss, and the minoxidil is actually helping with the hair regrowth. Personally, I don't use minoxidil for a couple reasons because I just don't like it. It doesn't feel good on my body. I think red light therapy is much more beneficial to help regrow back your hair, which I actually have a video going in depth over my newest hair care protocol, so definitely check that out. And lastly, why do I use RU58841? So, as I've been going further down my hair loss journey, exploring different things, I thought about finasteride for a little bit because it is very effective, but it just seems not worth it. Like, I don't want to take this pill and then in a year or so start having low libido, erectile dysfunctions, and all for the sake of having good hair. It just didn't seem worth it. But at the same time, blocking DHT is a very potent way to have more hair. And I was already doing a lot of great things for hair regrowth, but I wasn't doing so many things for blocking or preventing hair loss. And this is when I found RU58841. It really seems to hit the best of both worlds, where it's going to be blocking the DHT in a more effective way than natural DHT blockers, and just as effective, if not more effective than finasteride, but at the same time in a much more safer and effective way, and at the same time targeting exactly where I want the DHT to happen. So it's not full body, it's just happening on my scalp. So I just started using this, so it's hard to say how effective is it, but just from my before and afters I've seen from other people, it does seem to be very effective, and I plan to make update videos on my experience with RU58841, but especially when combining it with other hair loss things, this seems to be a very powerful combination to add to your hair loss stack. Well, anyways, guys, that's my quick video over RU58841. Thank you for watching, have an amazing day, and stick around for future videos.